When it comes to estate planning, one of the most common questions I hear is, what happens when I leave something to my children in my will? The truth is, the answer isn't always as simple as you might think. I'm Jennifer Nichols, an estate planning lawyer here in Texas. Today, I'm going to walk through some of the most frequently asked questions I get about leaving bequests to children in a will. This is part of my FAQ video series, where I take complicated legal subjects and break them down so that you know what to expect and how to prepare. If you find this helpful, I'd encourage you to reach out to me directly at J. Nichols Law so we can talk about your family's specific needs. Question number 1. What happens if my will names my children now, but I have more children later? The wills I draft include language that automatically accounts for future children. But if your will doesn't, the law steps in. That means your new child will usually share in the bequest alongside your named children. The safest path is to make sure your will includes language to take into account children you may have in the future. Question number 2. What if my will leaves property to my child, but my child passes away before me? The answer to this depends on how your will is worded. If your will says, "to my surviving children," then your deceased child's share usually gets split among your living children. If you would rather have your deceased child's share passed to their children, ideally, your will should spell this out. If your will leaves your estate to your children, but doesn't require that they survive you, the Texas anti-lapse law comes into play. This law passes your deceased child's share to their children. Question number 3. What happens if my children or grandchildren are minors when they inherit? Here's the tricky part. Minors can't legally own property or financial assets. If a will leaves money or titled property directly to a child, the court will usually have to appoint a guardian of the estate, even if that child has a living parent. That's extra time, money, and stress for your family. The better option? Include a contingent trust in your will. The trust will hold your child or grandchild's inheritance until they reach the age you choose. This could be 18, 21, 25, or even older. This keeps the court out of it and makes sure the minor's inheritance is managed responsibly until they are ready. Question number 4. What if I want to leave something to my adult child, but they're not good with money? You can still leave them an inheritance, but instead of giving it to them outright, you leave it to them in trust. That way, a trustee manages the funds and your child still benefits without the risk of blowing through their inheritance too quickly. The trust can be structured to give them set amounts at set times, or you can leave distributions completely in the discretion of the trustee. Question number 5. What if my adult child receives SSI or Medicaid benefits? In that case, leaving them assets outright could disqualify them from benefits. The solution is to leave their inheritance in a special needs trust. This is a special type of trust that provides for a disabled beneficiary while ensuring they remain eligible for government benefits like Medicaid and SSI. By leaving them their inheritance in a special needs trust, they can still receive governmental benefits and receive financial assistance from you. Question number 6. Can I disinherit a child in Texas? The answer is yes, you can. Texas doesn't have forced heirship laws, which means you're not required to leave property to your children. But here's the key. If you want to disinherit a child, you need to be very clear in your will. Don't just leave them out. You should explicitly state that you are not leaving them anything. And if you want your estate to pass to another person first, like your spouse, and then to your children only if your spouse passes away before you, that also needs to be spelled out in your will. As you can see, leaving something to your children in your will isn't as simple as just writing down their names. The way your will is worded makes a huge difference in how things play out for your family. If you're ready to get started, reach out to me today. We'll make sure that your wishes are clear, enforceable, and customized to meet your family's needs. Thanks for watching, and be sure to check out my other videos in my FAQ series for more guidance in estate planning.